Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Real English News. This is Sharif Akram Rahmani. Let's have today's headlines. Narendra Modi Varanasi rally is disallowed. Vodafone begins arbitration in India tax dispute. Panic as rupees 500 crores riding on Salman Khan. Decks cleanup took for Air Asia to take off in Asia. Acted according to the rules against Lalit Modi. Rebels of evacuated from homes, cradles of Syria uprising. Saudi Arabia break up Al-Qaeda linked terror cell. US proposes immigration rule to help skilled workers. Let's have a look on today's headlines in details. Narendra Modi Varanasi rally disallowed. BJP retaliates with roadshow for him. Varanasi, the mostly hotly contested territory in this election, shoot into a flashpoint today between the Election Commission and the BJP after the party's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi was refused permission for 3 events tomorrow. As setting, BJP said this amount to a ban on Mr. Modi in his own constituency, which votes on May 12th. After a series of written protests today to the Election Commission, senior BJP leader Arun Jaitley said he has asked the application for permission not to be proceed because it is not now too late to advertise Mr. Modi's event. He will lead demonstration tomorrow morning outside the Benras Hindu University. Vodafone begins arbitration in India tax dispute. Vodafone Group PLC said on Wednesday it has begun an international investment arbitration against the Indian government in a more than $2 billion tax dispute after the two sides failed to find a solution through talks. Vodafone said it filed the arbitration on 17th April. The company did not give details. The long-running tax dispute in over Vodafone's acquisition of Indian mobile assets in 2007. In 2012, Indian Supreme Court ruled in favor of Vodafone, saying the company was not liable to pay any tax on the deal. The Indian government later that year changed rules, enabling it to tax already concluded deals. Hit and run case. Panic as rupees 500 crores riding on Salman Khan. Rupees 500 crores is riding on his already announced films, home production and brand endorsement. So if the actor is sent to custody, it will mean a grand loss for these filmmakers. The actor, who has almost wrapped up Sajid Nadwala's Eid release kick, has several other biggies lineup, including Suraj Bhartwaj, Prem Ratan, Dhanpayo, Anis, Bazim's No Entry May Entry and Kabir Khan next, that will also be produced by him. Decks clear for Air Asia to take off in India. Flyers in India will now have more options to choose from as Air Asia had finally got the license from Aviation Regulator Director General of Civil Aviation DGCA to start commercial operation in the country after months of delay and litigations. In April last year, the Foreign Investment Promotion Board had approved the $30 million deal to launch Air Asia India, a joint venture between Malaysia carrier Air Asia, Tata Sons and Arun Bhathia's Telstra Trade Plus Private Limited. The airline had also received a no objection certificate NOC from the Civil Aviation Ministry last year. Acted according to the rules against Lalit Modi. Rajasthan Cricket Association BCC. The Indian Cricket Board said on Wednesday it had acted according to the rules while expelling former IPL Commissioner Lalit Modi last year and suspending the Rajasthan Cricket Association RCA on Tuesday. The RCA was suspended hours after Modi, also a former vice president of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, was declared elected its president by Supreme Court appointed observers in Jaipur. The election were held December 19 and last week in Supreme Court gave the green signal to declare the results. BCCI Secretary Sanjay Patel said the board has taken notes of comments made by former officer bearers who criticized the board for suspending the RCA following Modi's landslide win. Former BCCI President Sharad Pawar slammed the BCCI for taking a harsh decision against the RCA. Rebels of evacuated from homes, cradles of Syria rising. Hundreds of Syrian rebels on Wednesday abandoned their last stronghold in the heart of home cities, an epicenter of the revolt against President Bashar al-Assad, handing him a symbolic victory week before his likely re-election. Two convoys of buses snagged their way through the crumbling ruins of the besieged city, taking the fighters to safely in rebel-held areas outside the city under a deal agreed between insurgents and forces loyal to Assad. The Sunni Muslim fighters had held out in the old city of Homs and neighboring district despite being undersupplied, outgunned and subjected to more than a years of siege and bombardment by Assad force. Saudi Arabia breaks up Al-Qaeda linked terror cell. Saudi Arabia has broken up a major terrorist network linked to Al-Qaeda group in Syria, Iraq and Yemen that was plotting attack against government installation and foreign interests. Authorities in Riyadh, the Saudi Interior Ministry said security forces has arrested 62 suspected members of the group, including 3 foreigners and 35 Saudi nationals who had previously been detained on terrorist-related allegation and freed. Members of the organization have linked with extremist elements in Syria and Yemen. The ministry said authorities were still hunting for other 44. US proposes immigration rules to help skilled workers. Newly proposed rule for highly skilled immigrants to the United States, including a provision to allow their spouses to work, are aimed at making it easier to keep those talented science, technology, and engineering workers in the country, officials said on Tuesday. These individuals are American families in waiting. U.S. Commerce Secretary Penny Pritzker said many tired of waiting for green cards and leave the country to work for our competition. The fact is we have to do more to retain and attract world-class talent to the United States, and this regulation put us on a path to do that. One of the 2 proposed regulation changes would allow the spouses of holders of H-1B visas, which are given to the workers in the fields such as science, technology, and engineering, to have jobs in the United States while their spouses' green card applications are being considered. Spouses of US visa holders currently are not given permission to work. Let's have a look on today's top stories of sports news. Jackson on being fired, it was a good day. Mark Jackson fired Tuesday after 51-win season with the Golden State Warriors, said not playing the game on the business side might have been his downfall. The former head coach said it was not fair for him if he was fired for what is being portrayed by team officials as a personality rift. Oregon set Washington headed for Pac-12 shutdown. Defending champions Oregon State and upstart Washington gave up number of ground to the other in the Pac-12 race over the weekend, and the two appear headed for a showdown in Corvallis, Ohio in 2 weeks. Watch Ricky Fowler, Dustin Johnson and Phil Mickelson play the 17th at Sawgrass wrong-handed. Anyone that has ever had the opportunity to play TPC Sawgrass now what is sitting in the back of their mind even what they arrive on the grounds. It isn't the tee shot on number 1 or getting around the 4th 9 in a reasonable score. The only shot people care about is the tee shot on the last par 3 on the course. Rutgers continued to embarrass itself Big Ten with head-slapping missteps. The latest laughing stock moment for the State University of New Jersey came on Tuesday when the school miscommunicated an inviter and or subsequent invitation to former football player Eric Legran to speak at school's graduation. Legran, whose Perseverance has been a nationwide inspiration after being paralyzed in a Rutgers game in 2012. He was asked by a Rutgers administrator to give the commencement address. Serena Williams, Nadal cruised to Madrid third round. Serena Williams and Rafael Nadal into the Madrid Open third. Let's have a look on today's stock market. Sensex 22,232.90 with minus 0.82%. Where Nifty for today's stand was 6,652.55 with minus 0.93% declining. Let's have an update of gold and silver rates according to Malabar Golds. As per the Malabar Gold of Wednesday, that is 7th May today, the gold and silver rates is as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 28,009. Where for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 29,710. Whereas silver rates for today is as rupees 457. Let's have a look on today's weather report of 6 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 40 degrees Celsius. Karimnagar minimum temperature 27 degrees Celsius and maximum 37 degrees Celsius. Mehboob minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 40 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad minimum temperature 29 degrees Celsius and maximum 40 degrees Celsius. Medak minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius and maximum 40 degrees Celsius. Whereas the temperature for Khammam district for today is 27 degrees Celsius minimum with maximum 41 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. Narendra Modi Varanasi Rally is disallowed. Vodafone begins arbitration in India tax dispute. Panic as rupees 500 crores riding on Salman Khan. Dex cleanup took for Air Asia to take off in Asia. Acted according to the rules against Lalit Modi. Rebels of evacuated from homes, cradles of Syria uprising. Saudi Arabia break up Al-Qaeda linked terror cell. US proposes immigration rule to help skilled workers. That's all in this newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News. Allah Hafiz.